Hey, good morning. This is Wayne Driver doing my health assessment video. I have my friend Terry going to be my patient for the day. I'm going to start off with skin, hair, and nails assessment. I'm going to talk you through it. You're going to learn a lot. Make sure everything's intact, looks wonderful. Scalp's intact, all intact. Scalp moves intact. Cranial nerves 5 and 7 are intact. Everything's intact. Everything that's all intact. Cranial nerve 11 is intact. Everything seems to be intact. It seems to be intact. Seems intact. EOM seems to be intact. Okay. Seems to be intact. Everything appears intact. Cranials 5 and 7 are intact. 7 are intact. Brown hair and eyelashes all intact. Or EOMs are intact. That seems to be intact. Confrontation test shows peripheral vision is normal and intact. Good auricle alignment's intact. Normal EMs, as I said, was intact. Flat, no bulging. It just appears intact. Her olfactory senses are cranial nerve 1 is intact. Gums are intact. There are no problems with her tongue. It's pink. It's moist. The borders are all intact. Bilaterally, gag reflex is intact. I'm not going to do her equal exam just because she's a good friend of mine. For discomfort, I don't feel any nodules, masses, anything. Everything feels intact. And I'm going to keep watching the breathe. Make sure that's all intact. Just see your hand just for 1 second. Appears to be intact. And then we just so happen to have our handy dandy ruler with us to continue our assessment. Our respiratory exam, very, very thorough. Your posterior, transverse, it's all intact. That's no friction rub. Everything appears to be intact. And so what we did was a thorough head, heart, and blood vessel exam. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. Our respiratory exam, very, very thorough. Lungs are intact. There are no problems with her tongue. Bilaterally, gag reflex is intact. Not very strong. Come on, push. Okay. Good strong pulse in every area auscultated. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. Any discomfort there? Everything's intact, looks wonderful. If you'll just walk heel toe down, turn, and then come back. Very good. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. Moving on to shoulders. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. Hop on one foot. Let's do that for 5 seconds. Now switch. 5 seconds. Very good, too. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. Hey, this is Wayne. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. Let's see. Clean, very good hygiene. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. This is where I'm going to need my trusty dusty hammer. Okay, on another test you can. Okay, on another test you can. I'm going to assess her pupils, see how they react to light. Just look forward to her if you would. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. We've done this test once before. Everything's intact, looks wonderful. Line you can read lowest.
ACRYYYX.
It seems to be intact. As you can tell, I'm getting a little punchy. So basically, one of the tests you would do, and Terry's back. So then move the flex knee towards the table. So it's kind of a weird position like that. Kind of, sometimes they're a little bit confusing to me. It does sound like she could possibly eat something. I think she's a little bit hungry. I think you kind of get the gist of where you're going.
Let me talk to him. Let me talk to him. Let it rain. Let me talk to him. Come on.
So they had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low. Them baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. Turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shawty got low.
Hey, I ain't never seen nothing that'll make me go this crazy all night spinning my dough. Had $1 million vibe in the body to go. Them birthday cakes, they stole the show. So sexual, she was flexible, professional, drinking X&O. Hold up, wait a minute, do I see what I think I will? Did a thing I seen, sure they get low. Ain't the same when it's up that close. Make it rain, I'm making it snow. Work the pole, I got the bang roll. I'ma say that I prefer them no clothes. I'm into that, I love women exposed. She threw it back at me, I gave her move. Cash ain't a problem, I know where it goes. She had them
apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low. Them baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. Turn around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low.
Hey, shorty, what I gotta do to get you home? My jeans full of guap and they ready for shows. Got a Lex Maybach for the sexy grown. Put tone on the rocks that'll make you moan. One step, come on. Two steps, come on. Three steps, come on. Now that's $3 grand. What you think I'm playing? Baby girl, I'm the man. I did a rubber bands. That's what I told her. Her legs on my shoulder. I knew it was over. That Henny and Cola got me like a soldier. She ready for Rover. I couldn't control her. So lucky on me, I was just like a clover. Shorty was hot like a toaster. Sorry, but I had to fold her like a pornography poster. She showed her
Apple bottom jeans, boots with